I am running so late, so this intro to this vlog is going to be super quick, but hi everybody. I have had very limited time this week to vlog. Monday was very much an admin day. Tuesday I took the day off work because we took Gray to Legoland for her birthday. Today is a day in town with loads of meetings, and then tomorrow is like a shoot day, and then Friday I don't work, so I haven't got much time this week to vlog, to put something up for Sunday. Sorry, boring behind the scenes like admin chat, but I am squeezing in a vlog for this week. I'm trying. I'm gonna vlog today. I don't know if I normally would vlog a day like this because it just feels like it's a little bit boring for you guys, but I'm gonna try and make it as interesting as possible and just try squeeze everything in. I'm heading to YMU this morning, who is that's my manager's office, and we're working on something together this morning, spending a few hours there. They're gonna help me collect basically everything I've done over the past 13 years. It's something I really want to do for myself. So we're going to be doing a lot of that this morning and just catching up and stuff. And yeah, I'll just take you along with me for the rest of the day, basically. This is what I'm wearing today. The Suzanne Max shirt, Arquette cropped jeans. I've got my Birkenstock Bostons that I'm going to put on because they're pretty hard wearing. I'm also going to take my What the Brand bag. It's lovely weather today, so I'm just going to go out like this and hope that it's warm enough for the whole day. Very simple, very comfortable, but kind of look quite put together as well. Also did that curling under thing with my hair again. You guys quite liked that from the last video. Okay, let's go. I need to grab a coffee and I need to head into town. This would happen, but I forgot to film whilst I was in there. We just had so much to chat about. All I got is like a time lapse of me. It was very productive. It went so quickly, but we got a lot done, and now I'm heading to Liberty because I need to get my brows done. It was a last minute appointment, but I've realised I haven't done them in a while. I'm not looking their best, so whilst I'm in the area, I'm going to pop in there. I haven't been to Liberty for ages and it's beautiful. Brow bar is good. It's the only place I trust with my brows, but I always know if I have time to go into Liberty that you get the best people. I feel like they put the better people in the central London branches. She did my brows, very happy with them, super quick. Also the good people, it always hurts less. And now I'm rushing off to a lunch. Wow, really one of those vlogs that's not that interesting for you guys. I'm going to Kettner's. I'm not sure if I can film in there. Hopefully I can just film what I've eaten. Going to meet Emma Guns. Emma has a brilliant podcast called The Emma Guns Show, and if you're looking for a new podcast to listen to, I would highly recommend it. Thank you. She's just a really lovely human. I feel like every time I see her, I end up talking to her like she's my therapist, you know, and some people are just like that. You feel like you can really chat to them and open up. Just really enjoyable to hang around with, so we're going to have some lunch. I love just being able to nip through Soho really quickly just because I know all the little back streets. Oh look, pastel de nata. These are the proper ones that you get in Lisbon. Delish. I did not know this was here. Okay, this is for lunch. Salt beef sandwich. Oh my god, this is so exciting. Emma's here. Hello. Chicken sandwich for you. Oh my god, it looks so good. And we've got rosé and champagne on what day is it? Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
What a treat. I'm gonna have to talk quickly because I am absolutely desperate for the toilet, but lunch with Emma was so nice. Oh my god, we spoke for ages and she's just a really lovely human being. So that was really nice. Also, I had a salt beef sandwich and chips and a glass of rosé. I didn't expect that, and it was a really lovely treat. I'm now heading to a place called One Welbeck, and I'm going for a La Roche-Posay event. It's a one-on-one appointment for their SPF, and I'm gonna get mole mapping done. I've obviously done it before. I've spoken about it with you guys in depth quite a lot of times. This is a different way of doing it. It's a whole 3D body image scan. I'm very intrigued. I also want to make a TikTok about it though, so I reach a new audience, because I've obviously talked to you guys about mole mapping before, but I've never talked on TikTok about it. So I'm gonna focus on trying to make a good TikTok, but I'll try and get some footage for you guys as well. It's just me today, so it's hard to do both, but yeah, I thought I'd just take this opportunity to check my moles, see what's going on. Okay, I'm home. I just wanted to jump on the tube and get straight back home as quick as poss. That was really interesting. I'm actually gonna just use some of the footage that I filmed for TikTok here on the screen while I talk to you about it. I have such mixed feelings, and I always do when I come out of these mole mapping things. Thank you so much to La Roche-Posay for inviting me. Like, I feel really lucky and really privileged that I get to try out these things and go to these press events. They actually gave me some nice products, which I haven't looked at yet, but I think it's there's a few different like SPFs here. They've got like a new oil control fluid, age correct one, a spray. These ones are good for top-ups, and just their standard Anthelios 50 plus UV Immune 400, which the dermatologist actually explained to me what that meant. She was so nice. I've been to quite a few different people over the years, and I would definitely go back to her in terms of like, I really liked her tone of voice. I really liked how friendly she was. She didn't make things scary. She was really open to questions and having a chat, and she didn't act like she knew more about my body than I knew. And yeah, really, really, really liked her. I would definitely go back there. So I was there to try out this incredible new machine. I'm pretty sure it's the only place that does this. Let me just check the name of it. It's like a whole body 3D imaging, the Vectra. It's the most advanced form of mole mapping available in the UK. So this is really incredible, okay? So this is how it worked. I first of all had a consultation with her, and we sat and we chatted about my history, and then I got down into my underwear, I lay on the bed, and using this little machine, which I'll put up on the screen now, she manually looked at each one of my moles. Now, don't let this all freak you out if you are someone that just has a few moles on your body, because I am more unusual. I have atypical mole syndrome, which means that I have atypical moles, which means that all of my moles, first of all, it means I have a lot of them. From this machine, it found out that I have 365, and that's not even counting like the little ones that you can't even really, you know, the little freckly ones. So that's a lot of moles, and every single mole is a different shape and a different colour. So it's very hard for me to track my own moles, but most people don't have that, okay? So she looked at them manually, and what she's looking for is the pattern of the different colours within the moles and the pattern of them as well. It's hard to explain, but she kind of let me have a look, and it was really interesting, and she really explained it to me. So it's quite hard to tell from just looking at a mole really often. But when you look into these little like telescopic things, you can see the actual pattern within the pigmentation pattern. That's what it is. Like this one on my hand, for example, when you look at it, I mean, it's tiny, 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 yeah? They worry about ones on hands and feet though. But it's got these like zigzag lines on it, and that's a good thing. So anyway, she looked at my whole body, and then I go into this room with this crazy big machine. It is a huge machine, covered in cameras. I had to put on a paper thong, and that is it. Which, for someone that's never had a spray tan, because I don't really like to get naked in front of people, it was like a lot for me, but I was like, this is important, I'm just gonna do it and get over myself. I've had 2 kids, like, a lot has been seen by people, and to be honest, no one in the medical world cares about that sort of stuff. Put on my paper thong, and then you go and stand in the middle. I'm gonna like demonstrate in this video here how you go and stand, but imagine that I'm pretty much naked, and you put your arms like this, and then you close your eyes. It takes a big flash of light, and it's 90 photos, basically all taken in one go. And then this very clever machine combines all 90 images to make a 360 view of you. I've actually been given a USB stick, which has my little avatar on it. So it's a little 3D me that I can spin around, I can zoom in on, and it's an exact replica of my body with all my moles and everything of my skin on there. I mean, it's quite traumatic. I'm not sure I can actually look at it. It's very, to be like, look at your body like that, I don't know, it's a lot, but it's very interesting, and it shows on the screen all of my different moles, all in like one place, and it's so crazy to see how different they all are from each other. And you can zoom in, they can look specifically, so they did some like closer images of a couple of ones just to show me. And if I were to do that every year, this very clever machine would quickly flag up any new moles that weren't there last time. They could compare side by side the same mole to see how it's changed over like a year. And really, for someone like me, this sort of mole mapping is essential. It's really important. I've got melanoma in my family. My auntie passed away from a cancerous mole, and I've got atypical mole syndrome. So apart from like taking photos of the odd mole, it's very hard for me to track it. If you're just a normal person, I would say go to your GP, tell them even if you're not sure which mole you're worried about, just tell them you're concerned about a mole. When you're there, they'll look at a few for you. They might refer you, or you can take photos of them yourselves and track them on your phone. But for someone like me, it's quite hard to do those things. When I go to a GP, they just like don't even know what to do with me. So this is ideal for me, and it's really important in making sure that none of my moles turn into cancerous moles. But this treatment is £495. Isn't that crazy? That's a lot of money. And now I've like done that, I feel like that is totally something I should do every year. It's something I worry about all the time, but that is so much money. I always leave these things just feeling a bit like, it's not like I've been irresponsible in the sun and I've given myself these moles. This is literally just how I was born. The difference between going to a GP to have your moles checked and going to like this place to have your moles checked, there doesn't really seem to be anything in between. I've tried so much. I've had so many awful experiences. I've had some like okay experiences, and it really does make a difference. There's a mole on my shin that so many people, when I've seen them, have been like, oh, you have to get that removed just because it's got a bit of a dark bit in it. If I got that mole removed, I would be left with the biggest scar on my leg. And do you know what? It doesn't need removing, because it's not just about like having a dark bit in it. If you actually look at it closely, she was like, this mole is perfect. It's fine. It's just got a bit of a raised bit in the middle, and that's why it's darker, but that's normal for you. And I don't want to be left covered in scars. I've had doctors in the past who have just wanted to remove every mole, and I feel like butchered. I'm literally, my back is covered in scars. I don't know, sorry, this is a very niche rant. I feel really grateful that La Roche-Posay invited me and let me do that. And guys, I can't stress to you enough how important it is to wear SPF, not just when you're on holiday. The one time I got really badly burnt on my stomach, there was no sun. There was literally no sun. It was like cloudy. It was when I was a teenager. The UVA rays and the UVB rays, both very important. I think UVA rays are the ones that burn you. UVB are the ones that age you. Wear your SPF on your face daily, especially if you're worried about aging. But also, now we're heading into spring, summer, wear your SPF. If you're wearing a t-shirt, put some sun cream on in the morning on your arms. Just because you're not on holiday, it's the same sun. I often forget that as well. If I'm just like in London, I'm like, well, I'm not sunbathing. Like, you're out, you're in the sun, you're being exposed. So look after your skin. And if you are worried about your moles, definitely go speak to your GP. Definitely try to just like take ownership of your body and be aware of what's normal for you if you can. And yeah, that was a really interesting experience. It's hours later. I've done kids' dinner, bath, bed. I've had pretend face painting done to me. I've done My Little Pony's hair, played hide and seek, all the things. Rich is about to do a workout. I'm about to do some work. I've got to edit this video and I've got to empty my inbox because tomorrow I've got Georgia here all day shooting, and then it's the weekend. So this is my last day to do those things. I do feel a bit like I've let you guys down today with the vlog though. It just feels like not a great one. Sorry, this happens every now and again, but next week's vlog is really good. Like, I already know what it is and you guys are gonna love it. So hopefully that makes up for it a little bit. I'm wondering if, like, now that my work schedule's changed since having kids, I'm wondering if maybe Sunday isn't the best day for me for uploading videos. It doesn't seem to give me the right amount of time to get the videos done in time. But then again, like, shifting things and changing it just feels mad to me. Like, I've always uploaded on a Sunday. I don't know, how much do you guys care about upload day? Like, is that Sunday morning upload really important to you? Or do I experiment with, like, maybe changing that day to another day? Dinner is already cooked. It is a delicious, I'll show you, it's kind of like a lentil dal, but instead of lentils we've used spelt, chickpeas, sweet potato. I think there's some cabbage in there. It smells really delicious. We've actually recently got an air fryer and I'm very excited to buy it. I know I'm a little bit late to the game. I didn't think I needed one, but then so many people keep telling me why they love theirs. Mainly because it as a parent, it seems quite ridiculous to turn on a massive oven. Like, we have, our oven is like 2 ovens and a grill. To turn on and heat up an entire oven just for like 2 fish fingers. So that was definitely something that appealed to me. One of the reasons why I wanted one. And the second thing is just making things really crispy. Crispy chicken wings, crispy like beef, crispy pork, all of those things. I hate deep frying because it just stinks my clothes, stinks my hair out, stinks the house out. So that also appealed to me. We have really been enjoying it so far. The reason we got it, so we got one of the Ninja ones. We were gonna just buy one on John Lewis for like £100 because that's what Rich's brother, I think, has. But someone I know put on Facebook that they'd bought this Ninja one, which is like £180. They bought it for their mum, and mum didn't want it, hadn't used it, and they were selling it for £100. So I thought that was too good of a deal to pass by. So we got the Ninja one. It's just a single drawer, but it's 5 litres, so it works for us now. I think if you were using one for like a whole family to eat a meal, you may want one with 2 drawers or like that has a bit more space. Let me show you it. So it just sits in the corner here. It's really not that big. But as I said, I'm very new to it. I've only used the air fry option, but it's really quick to heat up. And then this is the drawer. We've actually bought like a little separator for it so that we can have like 2 shelves. But it's a pretty decent size. It says not to pile it high, but I have done one where I've just put a load of stuff in and it still works really well. It's also really easy to clean. It's just hard to get used to working out what the heat and the timings are when you're so used to cooking on a hob or in an oven. I think from my experience so far, the temperature's always lower than I think and the timing's always lower than I think. But I have had cases where like things have been too crispy and it's kind of dried out. But so far, really loving it. If you guys have any recommendations for recipes for things in the air fryer, please send them my way. Also, actually, while I'm talking about food, I've really been enjoying this app. I mentioned it on Instagram. It's called Spilt. Yeah, it's called Spilt. And I didn't realize this when I found it. Someone on Instagram recommended it to me, one of you guys, so thank you for that. It is female founded by 2 women and it's a tech startup company and it's really cool. So it's an app and you can basically collate all of your recipes. They haven't yet worked out a way to make it because I was chatting to the girls on DM. They haven't yet found a way that you can like upload a picture of a recipe from a recipe book, for example, because I've got a lot of recipe books and recipes that I love. They said for copyright reasons they haven't really worked that one out yet, but you can basically add a recipe via a URL. So any recipe from a website, TikTok, Instagram, you can add in, or you can create your own. And then you basically have all of your collections. So it looks like this, and I've got dinner, air fryer, drinks, salads, lunch, and then on those recipes you can say whether you've made it, you can give it a star rating, you can upload your thoughts, you can upload photos, and you can follow people on there. You guys have followed, I mean, I don't even know, I've got 339 followers. Who are all these people? But I haven't even followed anyone else yet because I haven't really figured it all out, but it seems like a really great way to find recipes. Actually, I'm gonna have a look for some air fryer recipes on there. Just thought I'd share that because it's interesting. I love an app. You're going out. You come say hi to the vlog. Hi. We're just going for a run.
Workout.
You just said you're running around the block.
To warm up, and then I'm gonna do a HIIT session.
The run around the block is just the warm up.
Yeah.
Okay, you go do your workout. Should I
Yep.
wait for you to eat dinner? Oh yeah, because I'm gonna. Should I wait for you or should I eat?
It's done.
Yeah, but we have to heat it up. I don't want to heat it up twice. I think I'm going to edit for a bit. When are you going to be finished?
Like half an hour, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
We are watching Married at First Sight Australia. A Small Light. Obsessed with that. And I'm rewatching Daisy and the Six. Is that all we've got on at the moment? And I want to watch Still, which is the Michael J. Fox documentary. Our house, after Gray's birthday, is just filled with stuff like this. Like, behind the camera is this, and this. I mean, very lucky girl. Lots of colourful plastic stuff everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna have dinner, I'm gonna do some work, and next week's video, you guys are gonna really love it, I think. So looking forward to sharing that with you. But as always, go and follow me on Instagram, on TikTok. I upload there like more regularly than YouTube. I'll see you soon. Bye.